Sage wall, yeah, they were able to break it, but got a little ahead of themselves off of that. But this is that mid lurk I was talking about. Not really a lurk when the whole team is around it, but you can see Glance very much in the front here. No Viper wall or any setup for them when they do work into this B site. And you have to be concerned about Muffyn, an excellent player over here for X10, but gets caught on the timing. Glance and Petra pick up a couple, and the round immediately back in G2's hands.
And now trouble for X10. It's all Glance. Finds the third. Alyssa alone, trapped in mid, and G2 has no awareness. A slow orb down for the moment. And that spike is ticking. Mimi spots her. Alyssa will find the first. A second onto the headshot. She needs just one more glance. Already huge in this round, and now holding down, hiding behind that wall. She has the time on her side. Getting a spike plant, even with these pistols, would be great. And for X10, on this setup, their goal is to stay away from that retake, to deny early. Up top, Alarmbot will make contact, and Alyssa, she's got the angle. 2 frags picked up, and a pretty simple cleanup on the site. Lance is trying to work another one of these lurks, but very aware is Polly on the other side, and support available there by babytz. Glance will find one, though. Has Polly isolated, but would have to push her own Molly to take that duel, which is 35 HP, and support on the way. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, really
the wall is up, and X10 is slow on this rotate.
babytz just sort of stuck on this site at the moment, was walled off, so had a little bit of protection, but intelligent to hold time, get the rest of her team to rotate over on here. They have the Viper wall to make things a little bit easier, but face checking in towards Glance. You can see the gun, but no, the kills aren't there for Glance. The Viper pit is going to be coming down, and Mimi from backside finds 3, turns it around with Petra
on the site for this post.
That's the whole idea, right? We're down in numbers, so we don't want to play that sort of, shooting gallery from back yellow. It all comes down to Glance, this first point of contact for G2, but still chances to trade with Mimi lining up and now calling Glance out as the lockdown comes in.
They're forced to concede that space, and babytz a well-timed swing onto Petra. 2 less standing. Mimi and Glance, they have the time on their side. A Sage wall is up, a tap on the spike, but no one holding Alyssa. She's gonna try and stick this one down. The swing is there, but she's gotten it half. It's only Glance, but she's found 3, trying to find something.
On the left side of the cans, they would see that and could instantly sort of play back, guard that.
Did.
Polly gets the kill. That is massive, and Juliano flies into the back lines, gets that opening frag, and wants a little bit more, but babytz locks her down.
And the objective has been lost. There's no sight of it for G2. They've gone too fast on this execute, and now they have to work all the way back through their spawn, but they're making it happen. Glance and Mary, both for 1. It comes down to this pinch, and there's a Viper's pit for Polly. She'll pop it straight onto the spike. An operator holding on that other angle, and only 20 seconds for G2. This is a catastrophe.
I mean, you have to sprint into it, but there's an operator outside the pit. How are you going to expect that? Strange wall from Mimi. Look how deep that is on the site, sort of blocking in any players from orange, working on towards there. Is able to get the resurrection back yellow too, and very aware that Alyssa's going to try and swing around the side.
This round, no flank for X10, but they do have the res. However, none of those players available, and G2 is holding these lines so deep. Juliano, she's received a gift, and she is making use of it. 1 shot connecting the slow orb down, and babytz just has to swing into this line, and somehow she'll still get the kill.
It's still just 2 sheriffs.
And there's a Sage wall. They need to spam it so quickly. babytz will get this to half. The mollies are there. The wally's still up. Glance needs to stop the shield jiggle. In and out, knows the time is on her side, but JinNy, she's attempting again on this lurk. Now they have to set the alarm bells ringing. Someone has to contend with this. This should weaken the hold towards F.
But notice, as this res comes through, JinNy is playing much more over towards screens. babytz is able to find one and get that res off. So a big swing, and also Viper utility still up on it. It's going to be hard for G2 to scale.
Another layer to this lurk. Glance keeps pressuring in mid. JinNy actually walking all the way around. There could be backstabs on backstabs in that area of the map, but it's relying on X10 living in the backlines of this site, because Glance could beat the timing. If she wins against Alyssa, she has this site cracked open. It's Polly alone. It's Petra for 3, and it's JinNy in the backside. Glance has this pit up. A dart will go in. Does it spot her? Not quite. He needs this kill now, and we'll be able to grab it now. Just Petra in close, and JinNy for 2. The mid is almost always here, and with the chamber dead, that opens up lots of opportunities towards B.
What is this, though? Juliano is the new mid lurk for G2. No paint shells, I think. They just decided, hey, we don't need the satchels to get in there, so we're going to use her as that thorn in the side of X10. Juliano killing her opposite IGL. Just break open this round for G2.
And G2 has been loving this deep wall. With that lurk activated, they hold so much space, and Mary is posted on the line. Another shot connected with that operator. Alyssa, the last standing. X10 is locked out of this one. A showstopper on top of it all. Oftentimes do see that the fade rays separated out from each other. Playing more individual setups, and that wall for Mimi now. It's so well timed. 40 seconds for that to decay. They'll have to break it or all funneled through 410. There's a molly to go down as well. There is so much stall
There's
from
a paint shell too from
and they
Juliano.
have to push straight through. This is a death drop. 10 seconds left for X10. They have a wall of their own, but can they get past Mimi? Not yet. 10 on the clock. The plant not down, and JinNy dead to right.
Yeah, and Mary's able to get the one in B main as well. Like, there's nowhere to go. Petra is stuck under bottom side here too. You're never ready for her to be swinging you on this position. Mary is revealed, and Polly's able to clear here, but there's the stinger in the back. Petra finds one, and it's all chaos here. How do you even plant a spike?
But G2 have a double flank. They're making their way back around, and they've dropped into spawn two. Juliano for one, and Polly down. No heroics for her this time.
Can't actually do that one. Just looking to take another fight. Okay. She is confident. Would you look at that?
3 left alive. Viper's Pit is down, and the plant coming through. babytz will be able to convert that one. So 3 versus 5. G2 on the retake. Resurrection for Mimi, but she's not looking to use it. She wants to fight into this pit.
And look, into this pit you have a Seeker, you have a Seize, you have Paint Shells, you have a Haunt. Like, so much utility for G2 to flush X10 out of it.
There's the first layer. Seize nade. Shorty for babytz though. If these players get wounded by the pit, she could find so much value. 1 HP on glance, but babytz is down. Just 2. They're deafened. They're dead. Mimi on her 3rd, and JinNy in main. She's trapped, and this one might just be over.
Marian's already babytz spotted.
And she's causing trouble. Opens that door, pulls rotations towards A. All 3 players anchored here, but Mimi could catch the rotation. babytz actually dropping through the hatch into mid, but Mimi takes her head straight off. Maybe a bit misguided on that drop, but with the pressure coming through halls, she had no other option. Mary, another one. This time onto Muffyn. X10 is just being picked to pieces. Vultures from all sides.
Yeah, Mary runs down mid, gets a kill, rotates, runs down hall, gets another. It is falling apart.
And that's the site now. Bar 1 player. Tucked close on the site is Glance, but Muffyn's aware. An entry from her. We needed her to step up for X10. She's doing so with a big frag. Still, not out of the danger zone. G2 fast on this retake. Wally's coming down. And all these angles are so difficult to clear. Muffyn trying to swing. There's Polly from the other side, and JinNy is there on the trade. Only Mary. She's low, and it's only a headhunter. She'll find a second. 1 bullet. 2 players against her. The door opening. A 1v1 against Alyssa. And she's missed the shot. Now just a classic. Now barely a chance in this one. She wants a gun. She needs a gun. Make this one happen. At this point, it might just be a matter of damage. And Mary has another. She's only 16, and she's making this happen. Her first land, maybe a clutch. She needs to get this halfway, but Alyssa will swing.
Yeah, that's reasonable. We would love to see that right now, especially with, again, aggressive mid-peaks for G2. They go for this all the time, although the 2 players you want sort of fighting forward didn't find that angle. It's going to be Mimi for 2. Make it a 3rd. You cannot get past her.
Absolutely not.
Another like prime gaming almost. Who just has that uncanny ability to find the perfect lurk timings there. You know, even working through a main, like, you don't really think that's a place you would lurk. But yeah, playing on her own is able to just find that kill on the player over by stairs. And now the rest of X10 ready to move into the site. JinNy is going to pop her ult here to help with the scale, but it's too late. Juliano gets one, gets out, and Glance anchors a double of her own. Round's already over. 16 seconds this time. Petra is towards B, but Petra, she's on top of the wall. That is
what
insane.
An angle.
That is an angle you play like in the super late post plants on your attacking side. That is not an angle you get to just punish the attackers from themselves.
They're pushing out of the pit. Mimi took a fight. It's only Glance on this site now. This round is still very much in question. Maybe trying to find her timing to push through, or maybe just biding her time to wait.
So Petra has the ult, but she's going to have to work through mid. And babytz hasn't moved in the last 10 years. She has just been camped on these doors. She's heard everything from Petra. She is prepared. She will lock down those doors. Now Glance versus the world. JinNy there to secure the round.
That's the decision. Muffyn in quick, a dash through. Spots a player towards the half wall, and Mimi could be in trouble, but the flash is there to support. Petra finds 2. Polly trying to trade back. JinNy needs something here as G2 is zoned behind that wall. And now with the Viper's Pit down, this post plant potent. Juliano's just pushing in close. She has a timing on this one. Wait a minute. Can she find it? No. Polly too aware. Just Glance now. 1 versus 3. And the pit up. A dart in her face. It misses, though. Is that misinformation? Did they realize? Is the comm there? Yes. babytz Spots her out, holds her time, holds the angle, but Glance finds it 1 versus 2 now. That pit is waiting, the abyss on the other side. She's yet to find a single player in that timer. Her biggest enemy still, a molly on the spike. And the players so far back. Glance just needs to spot the edge of one. The Viper there, a flick around, but JinNy playing the long con. She'll wrap all the way back through. Glance is aware, but she cannot find the shot. JinNy
don't
shuts
really have
down.
any forward scouting, so X10 actually able to sneak 4 players out and try and push past this Viper wall. Mimi's ready, though, was not caught by the flash, and the crossfire, the lineup, it is all here. babytz, the sole survivor.
Wall in her face, a 1 versus 5. Something tells me this is beyond the reach of babytz. Is G2 set up together? Juliano, ready for the trade. He's patient for but a moment, but now just look to hound her down with his utility, not give her a chance in this one. The swing is through. That's the commitment. And their initiators. That orb for Glance to pop down and try and defuse. X10 haven't even gotten the spike down yet, and G2 is already pushing in. Dart for the backside, gets broken immediately. No scans. X10 need to take these fights. They need to win them. They need to try and stall out, but Petra quickly a flash in a lineup. Only one. Ult is coming through, and JinNy is stuck with her bow in her hand, and babytz alone now. Finds one of the spam, but the health is low. A 1v2, and Mimi.
The question is, does a Reyna player ever use her ultimate?
No.
no, they just don't. It's the last round of the half. Juliano has it. Hasn't popped it yet. We'll see if it comes through eventually.
There
but
we
here
go,
we go.
as you say it.
We are zooming down halls, opening up that door to find another way to pinch out onto site. This is an aggressive X10, and the trade is good, but there's still Mimi on site here, and you gotta pull out your gun to fight her.
Oh, she'll find one. Not quite the second. JinNy. 1 versus 2, and it will not do.
Going to be fully sending players down halls. Mary does get shut down as the Viper wall does end up coming down, but it's a little bit late. G2 are just sort of fighting their way out of this. Alyssa not going to want a piece of that as she does get tagged up on the exchange, but very likely the plant does manage to go down here.
Maybe trying to flash through this wall, but the right click's not quite turnable.
Ooh.
Will be 2 for G2. They want to keep fighting, though. A third picked up. Maybe 2 of her own in the back lines. Polly is so low on HP. Petra just toying with her, biding her time, but wait a minute. Polly found 2 on 1 HP, and babytz just comes in.
Right down the middle.
X10 going for a double push here. Back towards Cannon, and it is being held for. And Muffyn is in the perfect position here to try and find something. Glance, though, ready for it. Swings around the corner from babytz's own favorite spot. Finds him her own. And
Juliano surely saw the hat!
What is going on? The player not spotted there. Juliano goes up into a Cypher cage.
These players, but even then, they're going to have to walk straight on forward. Mimi finds the first, though. They've got a chance.
They're both on 1 HP. Have to work their way back into this pit, and Polly has a Spectre. Spam could be so dangerous. 30 seconds left to make that heist happen, and 2 layers of security to bypass. Knife will hit. Polly just swings out of it. Pit's down. It's just JinNy. 1 versus 2. She's found the first needs. The connection onto Mimi. 1
This
HP.
could open
No
up the round with such a close position. Right around the corner. Finds Mary. Wraps around the opposite side as well. But no. G2 carved them to pieces. And it's a 2 versus 1. Polly, the last survivor.
A fight versus Mimi. Can she find it? Yes. Tap onto the head. Now a 1 versus 1 for the game, and Glance pushing around. The angle is there. And Polly's got the or will fall. And babytz has no utility for this one. Hunter's Fury shut down. A 1-way popped. It's something to play off of. JinNy takes down Juliano. babytz there as well. It's only Mimi. Try and make this one happen, and it's looking undoable. Already a bit wounded, but kill found. 1 versus 3. The player's isolated on site. Time those are biggest issue. And interfaces babytz, but now she has the plant. 1 versus 2. Can Mimi make it happen? A flash still up. She'll swing around the corner and isolate a duel. Yeah. But Alyssa.
Well, yeah, because you pick it up and then you throw it actually to the correct position is the idea. And the other team was like, I just hear this orb rattling around. What's going on? Look at this, though. Alyssa's traded out by Mimi as G2 try to speed things up over onto the A site.
Oh, Op is here. Muffyn has a dash activated, but Mimi for another 3 kills. She's doing everything right now for G2, and they should be able to get this plant down on A. Rotations so far behind out of X10.
Oh, big problems here. babytz, light armor, and a bulldog, too. You have no flashes or any initiating utility to get you back onto the site. X10 guessed wrong with those side anchors. Mimi's been opening them up with a 3K already in the round. And a chance to swing back into the team. Mary finds one. Mary finds